I couldn't even sleep all night long that night, and I was so sore the next day, and it was just felt like I'd done a really big workout, which I had not. I did not do any workout whatsoever or any exercise at all. Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today I wanted to talk about the 2-week wait and the kind of symptoms or things I've been feeling so far since our IUI with donor sperm. So the 2-week wait is honestly one of the hardest things you can ever go through as a woman and a hoping to be mom. It's really hard to wait the whole 2 weeks, and for me, because my cycle is actually a longer cycle, it actually ends up being longer than 2 weeks. So it's quite difficult to wait, and it can be very, very hard to keep your emotions at a normal level and not freak out too much. So we did have our IUI with donor sperm a little while ago now, and so my 2-week wait has fallen into the holiday season, into Christmas and New Year's. So originally I thought that that was going to be a good thing, that it meant that it would take my mind off things, you know, I'd be so busy that time would fly, all that. Well, let me tell you, it hasn't really worked out so much. What happens instead is, because it's the holidays, I actually have 2 weeks off. I'm a preschool teacher, and so we have time off just like the kids do, and so that makes this time go by so slowly. I mean, I'm spending a lot of time at home and just kind of hanging out and relaxing and stuff, which is great. I'm not complaining at all, but it makes the time go by very, very slowly. So that has been very tough for me. Another thing is, with the holidays, we spend a lot of time with family and go see friends and do all that kind of thing. And it has been hard for me personally, because I'm not always in the best of moods. I'm kind of moody right now. I'm kind of anxious and nervous and really, you know, hoping that this is going to work. And so sometimes being around a lot of people can be very overwhelming. Thankfully, my family is very good at, you know, understanding that I'm not always the happiest, so that has been a good help. So as for symptoms go, I always hate this part because I rely so much on, you know, symptoms to tell me if it's working or not. And I find that difficult because I know that everybody's different, and that maybe you won't even have any symptoms and you could still end up pregnant. So it's really hard to kind of base anything off of that. I have had a couple things that have kind of raised awareness in my mind, I guess. A few days after the IUI, I think it was 4 days after, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like in a lot of I had a sore abdomen. It felt basically like I did 3 million sit-ups, one after the other, hardcore workout, and my stomach just was like tight and like, oh, like it even hurts right now a little bit. It was very, very uncomfortable. So I couldn't even sleep all night long that night, and I was so sore the next day, and it was just felt like I'd done a really big workout, which I had not. I did not do any workout whatsoever or any exercise at all. So I knew that that was something a little bit different. And I had read online, you know, that your stomach or in your pelvic area could be stretching, or, you know, your muscles are just, you know, a little worked out from that kind of thing. So I did find that a good sign, and I was a little hopeful when I did feel that. However, it has been quite dull since then. It's just a little bit once in a while. If I try to like get up using my abs, I'll kind of feel it. So I don't know exactly if that means anything or if I should even consider that a symptom, but it was something that really took awareness in my mind, and I was like, whoa, this could be something. So hopefully. Another thing is just that midway through the 2 weeks I had a little bit of spotting, and you know, nothing major, just a little bit. So I don't know, maybe that could mean something. I don't know. Again, I don't want to dig too far into it or put meaning where it doesn't need to be, because otherwise I get false hope or anything like that. So I'm trying to keep it very like straightforward, just it is what it is. We'll see. I can't really speculate until I actually take a test. So as for, you know, nausea and things like that, I did have one time where I was right in the morning before I ate anything, I kind of like and was feeling a little sick. But that could be anything. That could be just from not eating yet, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm not counting that as anything really. So because of my kind of difficulty with home pregnancy tests, I am doing an actual beta, so an actual blood test, and that's not for a little while actually, because my cycles are a bit longer. They obviously scheduled that beta to be when my expected period is due. So I still have a little bit of waiting to do, which is really, really hard. And you know, I think we decided that we are going to take a home pregnancy test, and just to see. I mean, obviously, if it's one of those results that I've had in the past where it's a faint positive that, you know, is kind of tricked me before, I probably won't take it to heart. But if it was a definitive line, then I might be like, okay, this is telling me something, and maybe this means something good, and can, you know, kind of hold off until the actual beta. So that's kind of our plan. We don't know exactly when we'll do that. We're kind of waiting to see, you know, how I'm feeling, or if I can't wait any longer, that kind of thing. But essentially, I wanted to let you guys know that we do hope and plan to tell you and make a video about our results kind of as soon as we can. The biggest thing for us is that if it is good news, which I hope so, if it's good news, we aren't going to post right away, because we need to tell our family. We need to, you know, have that moment together and to be able to share it with our family without having it go up on the internet right away. So it wouldn't happen right away, but it would happen really soon after, I'm sure. And then the other thing is, if on the other side it's negative, and, you know, we have to deal with that disappointment, and again, we should probably let our family know, and, you know, that kind of thing. So it might not happen right away, because it is hard. It has a hard thing to deal with when you put all your emotions and invest so much into it, and then to have it come negative can be very difficult. And honestly, we will share it with you, because that's just who we are. We're very open, as you can tell. But I think that we'll probably take a day or two just to kind of like be together and, you know, understand, wrap our head around what it means and going forward and that, and then we'll be able to share it with you guys. So I hope that you guys can remain patient until that time comes. I know I'm having the hardest time ever. I will say though, this 2-week wait has been a lot easier than with IVF. That one was very grueling. So I am thankful that it has been a bit easier. So some of the things that I, you know, want to suggest to others as well during a 2-week wait is that keep yourself busy. I know that if I was working right now, time would go by faster. If I was, you know, getting up every day to go to my job and, you know, everything, it would be a little bit easier, because I would have more going on and less time to kind of think about it. Also, give yourself like that break. Like if you need to step away from an event, or, you know, take a breather, allow yourself that time, because really it's so stressful, and to add on any other stress is just not worth it. And, you know, other people in your life, I'm sure, will understand if you are honest with them, and you know, you come straight forward and say, you know, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I need to take a step back. And, you know, sometimes that's all you really need. So I'm very nervous and very excited to find out, hopefully in the next coming week or two. And I thank you guys for your patience and for following along and all the well wishes. It's been really awesome to read everybody's comments and to see that support. It makes me feel very blessed and excited, and even more excited to finally get that positive and to be able to share it with you guys, because I think it's just so fun. So also, to pass the time, Caleb and I have decided to do a second Q&A video. So we are asking all of our followers, all of our subscribers, to please ask us questions. You can ask us on Twitter. Our Twitter is @Ayla and Caleb. The link is also down below, so make sure you're following us on there. And then also, if you can please comment down below. That's a good way for us to find some questions as well. We're going to do this Q&A about anything in our lives, anything that's going on, fertility-wise, baby-wise, future-wise, house-wise, baby, you know, anything you can think of, we'd be happy to answer. And we'll pick a handful of questions that we are you know, that we like, or that we can come up with something to answer for, and we will make a video here in the next few days. Caleb and I both have some time off right now for the holidays, so this is a good way to channel our energy while we're waiting for our results. So again, our Twitter is at Ayla and Caleb. If you want to tweet us on there one of your questions, or you can leave a comment down below. We'd be happy to scan through them and hopefully answer some of those. It's a very fun way to connect with you guys and to kind of give you the content that you're looking for by answering some of your own questions. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I don't have very much to report right now. I'm kind of low on the symptom watching, but hopefully that doesn't mean anything, and hopefully soon we will find out some good news. Please keep your fingers crossed for us as we await our results in the next little while. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please comment down below with your questions or on Twitter, and also please subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you guys join along on our journey and hopefully be pregnant soon, hopefully. So thank you, guys. We'll see you in our next video. Bye. Merry Christmas.